Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second DiscoverCast for Final Cut Pro. I am Michael. I'm back to talk about using the iPad with a touchscreen, and we'll see how that works instead of using the keyboard with Final Cut. So let's get started with this. I'm going to make a new project as we did on our previous episode. So we'll just kind of cut to the chase and make some things pretty quick here. So I'm going to do everything with the touchscreen except for typing. So let's see what we get.
Text field is editing. Insertion point at end. Space. E-F-T-O-E-C-T.
Okay. And just going to drag my finger
Text
down.
field. Timeline settings. Heading. Format. Automatic. Button. Continue. Button. Project 2 test proj. Import from. Files. Button. Import from. Record with. Camera. Start. Blank. Button.
So we're going to start with a blank recording.
Start. Back button. Button.
Okay. So we're just going to flick through and see what we get.
Project 2 test project. Heading.
Okay. I don't know why it didn't delete what I told it to delete, but let's go ahead and...
Back button. Button. Back button. Shows new project. Button. New project. Project 2. Text field. Insertion point 2. T-C-E-J-O-R. Cap P. Projects.
Weird
Menu
stuff with
item.
the keyboard that you can hold down the button and it does not delete or do anything like that. So let's go ahead and type here.
S-T-O-E-C-T space 2. Continue. Button. Start. Blank. Button. Start. Back button. Button.
So we just made a new test project.
Test project 2. Import media. Button. Camera. Button. Live drawing. Button. Share. Button. Undo button. Dimmed. Redo button. Dim. Media browser button. Selected. Button.
And I'm just flicking through items here.
Effects browser button. Wheel button. Button. More. Button. Pop up. Go backward. Image. Pause. Image. Go forward. Image.
So it's weird that go backward, forward, and pause are all on. They're flicking to it, but it's not visible by VoiceOver on where it's focusing. So that's interesting.
Pause. Go forward. Go to start. Button. Play. Button. Go to end. Hours time code value. 0. Minutes time code value. Seconds time code frames time code value. 42. Percent. Image. Rectangle badge ellipsis. Browser drag handle. Filter. Project media. View options. Select. No media. Tap the import media button to import video. Photos. Select. Clip. Timeline drag handle. Timeline 1. 0. Open timeline info. Toggle snapping. Toggle positioning. Options. Timeline view. Skimming playhead. Content view. Ruler view. Accessory view. Edit. Image. Inspect. Volume. Volume.
So these are all the buttons at the bottom of the screen.
Animate. Animate. Grid view. Image. Multicam. Delete. Dimmed. Selected. Select. Button. Split. Dimmed. Trim start. Dimmed. Trim end. Dimmed. Trim end. Dimmed. Button.
Okay. So let's go ahead and add some media. So I'm going to kind of explore by touch at the top.
Import camera. Button.
Actually, let's use the camera.
Final Cut Pro. Flash. Image. Video. Button. Settings. Settings. Video. Slow-mo. Record. AF. Zoom 1. Front back facing. Flash off. Exposure. Flash. Front back facing camera chooser. Front back facing camera chooser. Zoom 1. Button. Record. Button. Record.
Hi there, I'm Michael, and this is a video that we're going to use for editing some content in Final Cut. And so this will be very interesting. We'll see how it goes. We'll be editing some things out and doing a few other things. So it's always weird looking so far to the left on the iPad screen. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thank you for joining me.
Record. Dimmed. Settings. Button. Settings. Record. Video. Slow-mo. Zoom 1. Front back facing. Exposure. White balance. Done. 1. Button. Done. 1. Final Cut Pro. Back button. Button.
Okay, so we have our content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find it.
Share. Button. Undo button. Redo button. Media browser. Effects browser button. Not. Wheel button. More. Go backward. Pause. Image. Go forward. Go to start. Play. Button. Go to end. But hours timecode value. Minutes timecode value. Seconds time. Frames timecode 42. Button. Percent. Image. Rectangle badge ellipsis. Browser drag handle. Filter. But project media. One item middle dot 42.3 MB.
So we have our video here that we have imported or that we filmed. So we're going to double tap on it.
One item middle dot 42.3 MB. View options. Button. Select. Button. Simple clip. Audio. Select. Button. Select. Done. Button. Simple clip. Audio. Video. Select. Timeline drag hand. Timeline 1. 0. Open timeline info. Toggle snapping. Toggle positioning. Options. Timeline view. Skimming playhead. Content view. Ruler view. Accessory view. Edit. Image. Inspect. Volume. Image. Simple clip. Audio. Video. Selected. Simple clip. Audio. Video. Media underscore 0001. Image.
Again, sometimes just finding something and double tapping helps. So it brought it up where I'm previewing it.
Create multicam. Button. Annotate clips. Delete clips. Append. Button.
So we're going to find the append button, double tap.
Append. Simple clip. Audio. Video.
Okay.
Media underscore 0001.
So that did add it to my timeline. Now, there are places where shortcuts really will help. So I can do shift up arrow to go to the beginning, I believe. Yep. And I can play with space. Hi there, I'm Michael, and this is a video that we're going to use for editing some content. Now, I can use space to pause. Now, what I could also do is I can drag around the timeline. So if I start at the bottom, and well, not start too far at the bottom because it'll try to go to my home screen.
Timeline view. Media underscore 0001. Body. Timeline view. Content view. Media underscore 0. Timeline. Play. Content view. Playhead.
And then I could find the playhead, and what I could do is double tap and hold.
Test project 2. Heading not found. Playhead.
So you cannot flick up or down. The VoiceOver actions will not do anything here, but I could double tap and hold. And so this will be very interesting. We'll get into and doing a few other things. So it's always weird looking to the left screen. So I can drag, and the faster I drag, it'll speed up and slow down. And I can lift up my finger, and it will move my cursor to there, my playhead to there, and then I can just press space. So far to the left on the iPad screen. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thank you for joining me. So again, I'm able to quickly move my playhead by doing that. So let's find our playhead again. We'll just drag our finger.
Content. Playhead.
And, once you find your playhead, double tap and hold. Okay, that time it didn't work. So let's try again.
Content view. Playhead.
So that's not always reliable, apparently.
Content view. Playhead. Playhead. Media underscore 0001. Body. Content view. Content view. Playhead. Playhead.
So sometimes it depends on where you double tap and hold on the playhead. It may work or it may not. So it's not the most effective thing. But you're basically just dragging the playhead. And I was making that weird noise because I was going backwards to the playhead. So let's go ahead and let's see. Can we use the blade tool like we talked about with Command B? Okay, so it looks like we actually already made several. Okay, so we're going to use Command B.
Simple clip, audio, video, media underscore 000, playhead, content view. Content view.
I'm going to move my playhead so I can see if I made this or not.
Playhead. Media underscore 0001. Body.
So Command B did make a new, it made a new clip in that area. So I can do Command B again. Okay, and as I move my finger over the timeline,
body, lead body, leading edge, body, lead gap, trailing edge, body, trailing edge, body.
So you can go between the different clips, and you just don't know which clip you're on. So
leading edge, media underscore 0001, trailing edge, trailing edge.
I can double tap on that piece of media, and I can go and I can, let's see, delete it. Yeah, just the delete key will delete the media. So let's go to the beginning, and we'll see the part that I cut out.
Timeline view, playhead.
So I cut out a lot of blank space. Made a bunch of blank space here. Content in Final Cut. And so this will be very interesting. We'll see how it goes. We'll be editing some things out and doing a few other things. So it's always weird looking so far to the left on the iPad screen. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So okay, so let's find this blank space that I created and see if we can delete that. So I'm just going to move my finger, find the body of the current spot.
Media underscore 0001, body, lead gap, trailing edge.
So we hear a gap. So I'm going to double tap on that gap.
Body. Body.
And then, just like before, I'm going to press the delete key.
Gap. Body. Body.
So it's not deleting. So this also is another thing we're going to try. I'm going to find the
media underscore 0001.
Media.
Body.
Double tap and hold. So it's not letting me delete this gap that I made, so that's kind of strange. I wonder if we can move it. So I'm going to find the gap.
Gap. Trailing edge. Body. Media underscore 0001. Body.
So it's not letting me do anything with that. So it's kind of strange. Now, I'm wondering if I go and let's go find our media browser. So I'm going to put
screen
my
recording in
finger
progress.
at the top.
Button. Import media. Button. Camera. Button. Live drawing. Button. Share. Button. Undo button. Redo button. Media browser button. Selected. Media browser button. Not selected.
Okay, so that hit our media browser, which is actually kind of useful because it gives us more real estate.
Effects browser button. Not selected.
Let's go to our effects.
Effects browser. Back button. Color. Hard light. Image. Selected. Video. Button. Audio. Button. Download content. Button. Audio. Selected. Video. Soundtracks. Button. Objects. Button. Backgrounds. Button. Titles. Button. Backgrounds. Button. Backgrounds. Solid and gradient. Solid. Checkered underscore background. Solid and gradient. Gradient. Checkered underscore background. Solid background. Gradient background. Dynamic backgrounds. At checkered underscore background. Download content. Button. Dynamic backgrounds. Prism. Image. Dynamic background. Dynamic backgrounds. Radiance. Image. Dynamic backgrounds. Radiance. Image. 12 items. Dynamic backgrounds. Radiance. Image. Dynamic backgrounds. Radiance. Image.
So I double tap and held, and I'm just dragging it onto the space here. So I just dragged it onto the gap, and that's kind of neat because it's just silence, and then it just went into my video. Now, again, the problem is it's not very accessible. I cannot go and tell it what I want to do as far as, or I don't get feedback as I'm doing these things. So again, this is another issue with the with how this works. Now, if you're low vision, this is great. You can do a lot of cool things. Like I'm going to be able to make some amazing videos with this, I have to tell you. But if you're a VoiceOver user, you're going to have some struggles doing this. It can be done. It's doable, but I would have some doubts about how this would work. So again, we did our keyboard demo. So this is kind of the touchscreen demo. We were able to get a little further. We can do a few things, but again, I would be very hesitant to pay the $50 at this point or the $5 a month that's needed to use this software. So again, this is another discussion DiscoverCast of Final Cut on the iPad, this time using the touchscreen. Really neat concept, but again, I think that we've got a ways to go. So we still have a whole nother app to cover, so stay tuned for that. And thank you all for being here for these podcasts. I'm very happy to be able to show these off. And again, if you're a low vision user, these are invaluable assets. So now I would be very curious if other totally blind users try these out and let me know your thoughts and see if you find ways of making this happen that me and Taylor did not find. So again, you get a free month of these apps. So give them a try and report back to us and let us know what you find. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.